Oh, Tony is gonna surprise me. It's like Halloween. My birthday is soon, dude.
All right, I'm gonna share something with you today, Tim, and it's on Uniform platform.
Okay.
It's gonna have Tailwind. It's gonna be
Okay.
Next.js,
Okay.
and we're gonna do some cool personalization with some of the pieces of our page within Canvas.
This is Jamstack Friday with TNT.
Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite.
Before we dive in, because you said a lot of words that people might not know what it is because we are on our Jamstack Fridays episode, right?
Okay.
So personalization, sure, people know what that is, but what is Canvas? Can you give me like a one sentence run through and then show your screen?
Canvas is our offering by Uniform that gives developers, business users, marketers an ability to build compositions,
Okay.
not pages, but compositions that can
Mm-hmm.
be later injected anywhere they want in a mobile app, in a Facebook page, in a website, in PWA,
Yeah.
or they can just inject it into a page and replace the whole page if they want to.
And these compositions are built by connecting like different sources, right? Not just from one place.
No, you're able to bring in different sources. So kind of going to our composable DXP,
Mm-hmm.
everybody is talking about that they have
Yeah, the
it, but
fancy word.
yeah, but really we are the composable DXP. We are able to
Okay.
bring all different sources together and give an ability for uh, companies to build what they like based on that.
Awesome. So, welcome to Jamstack Fridays. And we're going to go a little bit into the product where Tony and I work at the startup. And we're going to show you some cool stuff. At least that's what he told me. I don't know yet. That's the fun part about this one. So, how about you share your screen and wow me? How about that?
I'll try.
There he goes. All righty then.
All right. So what you see here is a set of components
Mm-hmm.
where I'm building in an ability for us to create content and add it into a composition. As I earlier said, we need to build
Yeah.
compositions, but compositions are built out of base of components. So these components are going to bring data directly from Uniform. It's not going to come from an external source, but there's going to be a component on the page that will be feeding data from Contentful CMS, for example. And we have a page which is a composition component that
Yeah.
has a header, which has a navigation item.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a navigation, which will have multiple navigation items in a second. So before that, let's go ahead and take a look at what is a navigation. So navigation is just a navigation component that holds a slot that has content, and I can add navigation items in here and I can
Okay.
personalize them. So
Okay.
this is how you structure your components, and then you add them inside of your compositions. And since I use slots here, I can nest components inside of components.
Yeah, so slots is where you include other components basically, right? It's like a
Correct.
placeholder kind of thing. Yeah, cool.
Yep. So let's go ahead and take a look at my homepage. And let me delete all this.
There we go. So we're going to start from scratch.
Yeah, let's start from scratch. Let's take a
Okay.
look at it. Control S, a little shortcut we have here. Click preview. And boom, I have content that is coming from.
That's really interesting to me because you just emptied this out. Oh, there's a hero. Okay. So we have one hero component in your main placeholder that is graffiti from Contentful. Okay.
Yep. And I have tailwinds, as I mentioned. So I can
Mm-hmm.
actually do some management of my background colors directly from.
This
Uh,
property here or a
yep,
parameter. Yeah.
yep. So let's go ahead and just do this personalization really quick. We will add a hero personalization. choose a default variation or a matching, and then I will add another hero, and
Yeah.
I'll go to and select architecture, accept it, and here I'm going to change background color to blue.
Okay. So we are now personalizing either for architecture or graffiti. And then when you personalize it, it will show different colors, I guess. I
And
haven't seen
content.
this, so I'm just kind of trying to understand what's going to happen. Cool.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to do personalization of content plus the property of a CSS property. So let's see how that will look. I could have just refreshed.
Yeah,
So
that's fine, I guess.
default version. Let's do what if, architecture, set score.
Beam.
Boom.
Nice.
Easy.
So you just changed the CSS class, but it looks magical. That's a nice combination, right? Something simple that really gives you this different vibe.
Yep.
Awesome.
So if you want like your team needs to do A/B testing of colors of a button, hey, this is an easy way to do it directly from Uniform. So let's go to header now and start building out that navigation. So first thing, I'm going to add a navigation, and then let's start adding navigation items.
All right.
So as you can see, all of this data can be easily feeding from a headless CMS. So let's just do home, for example.
Well, in this case, it's not coming from a headless CMS, but from our Canvas system, right? But you can kind of choose where it comes from.
Yes, you can choose whatever the source is. So let's save it up and then go and refresh our page, close this stuff here.
Oh, there it is, home. Oh, and we're looking at architecture personalization.
Yeah, we'll clear that for now. So home is here. So let's go ahead and add one more navigation item and call it, I don't know, exhibitions. And then we'll give it a slug. Exhibitions. Okay. Refresh. We have navigation. Okay, so this is pretty much, and I'm showing you how you can easily manage your navigation directly. But how about we personalize that navigation and show you different navigation items based on your intents? Navigation, where's my navigation? This is what I want to personalize. Sorry.
Exactly. Yeah.
Inside of navigation, I want to personalize navigation items.
Yeah, you can do so many different approaches, I guess. Okay, so here we do home, I guess, like what we had.
Yeah, we'll just do home, add analytics information here. So navigation, personalization, and then let's just do, we'll ignore default variations, show matching personalized variation, ignore default variations, and we'll do number of variations to show, let's say 3.
Okay, so 3 menu items basically.
Correct. So I have some intents that already I have prepared ahead of time. So let's call this membership. And then potential membership is my intent. Whatever the link is. And then we need to specify something here. So visit slug. So nothing for these 2 items. So what I can actually do is I can actually take them out, put them on top here. So they will
always show and they're not based on personalization. Yeah, okay, cool.
And then
I can make that one again.
Yep. And now here I can say that if I match an intent, go ahead and show me this navigation item. Because I selected the matching criteria, show matching personalization variation, ignore default variation. And we don't have any default variations.
Yeah, exactly. So you can just show that. Okay.
So I'm going to go here now, refresh my page. I'm going to see home and visit.
Exactly.
Then I'm going to do architecture. And then I'm going to say, potentially this visitor would like to see.
Oh, and look, it just showed up. That's very interesting.
So that navigation. But to make it more interesting looking, let's add a little more content here. So we have testimonial. we'll go ahead and use it as, let's say, architecture, select it. And here I'm using a different capability of utilizing that CSS style, but I just added them as a dropdown, so I don't have to type the
It's a little
BG.
easier because content editors might not want to like type BG Blue 600 or something.
Exactly, and they might
Right.
forget to enter something in there, but here is prompting them, boom.
Yeah,
And
you
they
have
might
to.
not know
Yeah.
what, they might not even know what is there. So then I'll add another potential membership here,
Yeah.
intent, make sure it's personalized, membership. And the reason I'm doing this, I'll explain in a second. I'm going to refresh this page. And as you can see, a component popped up.
Yeah.
And the only reason I did is because when we're doing the personalization of a navigation, you can't, it's not that effective. It doesn't pop up. It's useful for visitors when they visit the site. But here, as you can see, we have three different personalizations kind of working. One is we're doing the content plus CSS property. Then a component pops up because we are in that membership intent. And plus we're adding another navigational item. So that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you how easy you can go in different directions, just start doing personalization, and uniform makes it so much easier.
What I really like here is that you can go quite granular, right? You can actually personalize specific little properties there, like the color or a font or whatever you wanted. Because we hear quite often like, hey, can I do an A/B test of my button being red or blue? And that's actually super easy. In this case, you can just change it to gray, hit publish or red or whatever, and it will probably just show now, right? And you could also do a personalization with another component here that then changes color because you like graffiti more than architecture, but by 5 points.
Yeah,
it's nice. And I have not seen it work this way, and it's super clean. And you did this in I'm looking at my clock. We're 10 minutes, 15 minutes in, and there you go. You just did that. It's very cool.
And I can move the component above now, and that's
yeah, cool. Yeah, drag and drop.
And notice that I'm using one same content, one property here, same content, different property here, two different components.
Cool.
So it's
nice. So people, if you like personalization, if you like drag and drop stuff, and a simple front end to be able to query the stuff, you should check this out at uniform.dev. Because this is where we work, and we're super excited about this product that we created. Like, we didn't really show you now how it works in the code, but it's generally easy to do this. And maybe that's for another episode. So thank you for watching, and thank you, Tony, because this was cool. Thank you for doing that little extra work there.
Of course. Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Awesome. Cheers. Bye-bye.